all of the narcs at the same time, right now, as we speak, are having a mass narcissistic collapse. I promise you. And all of the empaths are having their lives just magically changed. Magically. It's happening right now. We shifted timelines. Friends, look around. Whoever's life is falling apart, maybe you didn't know, but they were a bad person.
Demonic game number 8 is the humiliation game. Narcissists, in their relentless pursuit of dominance and control, will often employ insidious tactics to humiliate those around them. Their need for superiority drives this cunning manipulation of situations where they exploit vulnerabilities, insecurities, all with surgical precision. And they frequently use subtle belittlements, undermining comments, or, if given the opportunity, public embarrassment, because they seek to diminish the self-worth of others, all while maintaining this facade of innocence. They shine in the smear campaigns, as the narcissist's goal is not just to assert power, but to revel in the emotional distress they inflict. They derive a demonic level of satisfaction from the perceived superiority gained through the humiliation of their tactics and their targets. It is a toxic game where empathy takes a backseat to their insatiable appetite for dominance. The purpose of this game is to simply elevate themselves. That's all that matters. Demonic game number 9 is the manipulation game. Narcissists are master manipulators, employing a range of subtle to not so subtle tactics to control and exploit others. They are incredibly charismatic and use flattery to initially draw people in, or in the case of the covert narcissist, they play the victim in need. And once trust is established, they skillfully manipulate emotions, playing on insecurities and vulnerabilities. Gaslighting is also a common technique, and it involves distorting the reality to make you doubt your perceptions and even your sanity. And narcissists also use guilt, fear, and emotional withdrawal as a weapon to bend others to their will. And if you've ever been stonewalled, you know exactly how it feels. Their manipulation is often masked by a veneer of kindness or concern, making it very challenging for those ensnared to recognize the toxic dynamic that is actually at play. They'll even go so far as to use your desires against you. Ever bring up a problem to a narcissist only to have them threaten you with something you wanted? Oh, well, if we need to deal with this problem, then, well, we shouldn't be taking that vacation. It is a diabolical and demonic attempt to use manipulative tactics to get you to back down. So, what's the purpose of the manipulation game? Well, the ultimate goal is to maintain power and feed their insatiable need for admiration, even at the expense of others. Demonic game number 10 is the mirror game. It is likely that at one time, this person made you feel like no one else has ever understood you as much as them. But my friend, it was all a game. You see, mirroring is a tactic used to connect with others. When someone cares about you and knows you, it can be used as a reflection of who you are, much like a mirror. But narcissists are masters at distorting mirroring, kind of like a sick, twisted funhouse full of distorted mirrors that may be comical at first, but over time, you can actually have a distorted and demented view of yourself. And that is their goal. Their aim is less about getting to know you and more about gathering data. So in the early phases, they'll make you believe that they like what you like. They'll have the same values as you. They'll even mimic your tone and your mannerisms. All the while, you're feeling like you've just found your soulmate. No, I don't believe in that, by the way. But you just feel like, oh, they just get me. And if you're not aware of what's happening, you can falsely believe that you can let your guard down with this person and just be vulnerable. My friend, that is the mirror game. They're taking all the info and they're filing it away for future use. And that mirror will turn very dark, very quick when they don't get their way. And the purpose of this game is to get you to believe that they can be trusted. So if there's any problems in the relationship, it's your fault. Demonic game number 11, the apology game. After you've had enough, after you can't take it anymore, maybe your bags are packed or you've gone no contact. Now they apologize. But, my friend, before you get excited and hopeful, it's likely not genuine. It's not the repentance that God requires for relationship restoration. So what is the difference? Well, one is sorry for their actions and is willing to not only apologize, but to completely turn from that behavior. The other is only sorry that you're no longer tolerating their nonsense. And let's remember that 2 Corinthians 7:10, godly sorrow works repentance. Many say that narcissists can't apologize. I don't believe that's true. They're just unwilling to, unless it suits them. But be careful, because when they do apologize, it can actually throw you for a loop. And I get it. You optimistically hope that their apology is this turning point that you've been praying for. But more likely, it is a superficial, vague apology that ends up shifting blame onto external factors or even their victim. So what's the purpose of the apology game? It's to create a false sense of resolution so they can start the entire mind game all over again.